Hey everybody, once again, now we're going to deal with part 2 of the Catapult, which is the entry strategy. Don't have a lot of time, so we got to kind of get right in. Well, think about the Catapult and what it is. It's a swing trade, meaning we're going from one trend direction to another trend direction. So from an uptrend, in this example, to a downtrend. Okay, so that's what we're looking to do. Important to that is our 50 EMA. We talked about how professionals look at that for change in direction. So what am I going to do with that 50 EMA? Well, I'm going to look for a candle that straddles the 50 EMA. So why is that important? Well, in order to change trend, you have to go through the 50 EMA. So a candle's going to have to straddle it at some point. So what do we look for? We look for the body of the candle to straddle the blue line here. So if I go back, we see the 50 hasn't been touched all that much. If I go all the way back here, wham, here we go. Right at 6 o'clock in the morning on the 19th, on this Euro-US chart, 60-minute chart, we've got a red candle straddling the 50. It's got body on both sides, right? So you see body on both sides of the 50. That's well and good. We're not going to jump into an order here. After that candle closes, we're going to wait till the next candle closes. It's a very conservative trade. When the next candle closes, we're going to find out what color it is. A grade school child can do it. It's a red candle, correct? When it closed as a red candle. What I'm going to do is I'm going to click right on it. I'm going to look at my information box, which down here in the bottom, it tells me the close of that candle. I'm going to take the close, and I'm either going to subtract or add 10 pips based on the direction I'm going. Well, we're going short here, so I want to subtract 10 pips, and that's my entry. So I got my straddle candle. I got the next candle that turned out to be the same color. I'm going to look at the close of that second candle. The close says 1.3208. My entry is 1.3198. I'm going to go ahead and mark my chart there with a green line going across it showing where my entry is. I'm going to mark it as well to say entry 1.3198. Okay. Now that I'm in the trade, because it looks like our next candle here put us into the trade, I'm going to watch my green 8 EMA. Remember, that's our money line. That's why it's green. As long as the candles are closing below the 8 EMA, I should stay in this trade. So when I've got these green candles that are popping up here, got these green candles every so often, the ones that normally come and scare you out of your trade, I'm going to say, you know what? I'm still closing beneath my 8 EMA. I'm staying in the trade. So I'm going to stay in the trade. I'm going to ride it all the way down until it, we've got a candle that closes above the 8. The first time that happens is over a day later on the 20th at 11 o'clock in the morning. So we did about 27 hours later, we finally get a candle that actually closes above the 8. I'm not going to panic here. I could get out if I like. That's perfectly fine. But I'm not going to panic because there's more in the trade. I'm going to be watchful and careful, though. I'm going to watch and say, is there any more into this trade? Or maybe I should think about, looking at places to get out now. So as it continues, it's still the very next candle closed below the 8. I'm still in the trade. It yielded us some more pips here. The low point before it actually closed above the 8 again, that low point was 128.48. So I'm going to mark that on the chart too. So we had the potential to go from basically 131.98 down here to 128.48 on this trade. And we were still very conservative. So we're going to mark that on there too, 128.48. Now, you're not going to get every single little pip. It's just not going to happen. But if you got 400 of them or you got 350 of them, part of the fat body of that trade, you're okay. Timing is everything on this trade. You want to get in when you're supposed to get in. You know exactly when because you have the straddle candle. You've got the second candle closing. You know exactly when that second candle closes. That's the time you need to be in front of your machine to find out whether you have an entry or not. You subtract 10 pips, put on the order, and then you watch your 8. Very simple. So, hey, if you don't, know how to do it fully, you're not comfortable, come to our show every day, www.dsrtradefx.com/calendar. Find today's date. click on the 9 o'clock to 11 o'clock show. It's a free live webinar. You don't have to worry about anything. You're not obligated to buy anything. I'm not going to sell you something during the show and say, hey, come spend thousands of dollars with me. We've got great classes. We've got great alerts and other services, but you don't have to do any of that. Come to the class and learn. Learn how to get in the market and not be scared out of it where you can make money. Thanks for attending, and we're out of here. Have a great one. Bye-bye.